Good morning, class. Today, everyone just click on my window. Okay, so you will able to see my camera, and it is focusing on a robot, which is known as line follower robot. Okay, and today I will show you it's working, and today I will show you how to program it, and we will talk about the competition. In which competition we will have this robot. Okay, so you have to make such a robot, and it should follow a certain task. Okay, so let's talk about it. Okay, so before moving further, I will give you a demo of this project. This is line. So, hello. So I think all of you have seen that this line follower robot, what it do? It follows the line. Okay, it is follows the line which is drawn by a black surface. Okay, so we are using a black line over a white surface, and we are able to track that line, and according to that line, our robot is work. Okay, so this is called a line follower robot. And in the competition, we have this competition called Robo Hunt. On this competition, you have to make this line follower robot. Okay, let's talk more about competition. First, let me share my. So the event name is Robo Hunt Championship. Okay. Okay, so we have done so many theory classes. Now it's time to do some hands-on experience. If you take part in this competition, you will get a kit, and with the help of this kit, you can make your robot, and you will have that experience with yourself. Okay, this is the task which you are going to perform. Okay, so if you are able to see it, okay, so these robots are following a line, just like our robot. Okay, that is following this line. Blur somewhere, but it's following the line. Okay, so you will see that. So this is the path. Okay, and we have this black surface. Okay, and then we have that white surface, and with the help of robot, this robot continues follows the road like that. Okay. So let me talk about what the kit you are getting with this robot. Okay, if you take participate in the competition, you will get a kit, and there are some of the things which you I will mention some of these things which you get in the kit. Okay, so you will get a Arduino Uno board. Okay, this is a microcontroller which we are using. This is the main brain of your computer, this main brain of your robot. Okay, so we have seen this in Tinkercad circuit. Then we have VU motor. Okay, so if I show you, so if I have another robot. Okay, so these motors are called VU motors. Okay. This is transparent. That's why I was saying. Okay. So this is called a motor, and this is called a VU motor, battery operated motor. Okay. Okay. After that, we have motor driver shield. Okay. So suppose this is our Arduino. Okay. This is what Arduino looks like. Okay. Above it, there is a motor shield which help you in running your motor. Okay, it looks something like this. Okay. So this blue thing is known as motor shield. Okay, so what it do, it help you in controlling these motors. Okay, there are two wheels and they are inside there is two motors. Okay, this thing help in controlling all of the motors. Got it? Then we have a servo motor. Servo motor is a specialized motor which gives the degree of turn. Okay, so suppose you don't want to rotate the motor, you just want to rotate it at a particular angle. At that time, we use this. Suppose there is a neck of robot. Okay, so you don't need to robot to revolve your neck. Okay, you just need to that the robot looks left and right. Okay, at that point of time, we use the servo motor. Okay, then we have a caster wheel. Okay, so okay, so we have a caster wheel. So all of you must have that link to register in the competition. Okay, registration is compulsory and it's free. Okay, so this is called a caster wheel. Okay, okay, registration is free and compulsory, and competition prize and all the things we will tell later. Okay, okay. I'm just explaining a little bit about competition. Okay, and then we have such type. Okay, the competition is competition of I mean to say competition is not at a particular place. You will make a video at your home. Okay, first you will make a path like this. Okay, then you will make a robot. Okay, and then you will make the video of that robot doing work. Okay, and according to the video, you will get prizes. Okay, this is a path which your line follower must follow. Okay, so this is 1 feet, this 3 feet, 2 feet, and 1.5 feet. Okay, so the background surface must be white. This path must be black, and your robot should follow this path correctly. Okay. So we have wheels. Okay, I've shown you the wheels, how the wheels look like. Okay, what is the chassis? Okay, so this plastic board, okay, on which the whole robot is placed is called chassis. The holding part of what do you mean by no, sir? Hello. Okay. Then we have these jumper wires. Okay, the connecting wires are known as jumper wires. They will be also provided you in the kit. Okay, you'll get some sorts of sensors. Yes. So what? Not in maybe. Okay, I don't know what class. Okay, so you have this ultrasonic sensor. We have done it on the Tinkercad circuit, and for the live purpose, using the ultrasonic sensor, you got the Bluetooth sensor. You can control the lights and all the stuff with the help of this Bluetooth sensor. Okay. Then we have infrared sensor. Okay, so infrared IR sensor, which is very important part for this robot, and this robot is able to work with the help of this IR sensor. Okay, let me show you. There are transistors also present in this kit. Resistor is also present in this case. We have seen what is resistor in the first class. Okay, then we have a battery pack. Okay, everything need power to run. Okay, everyone need power and energy to run. In the same case, our robot is running some sort of energy. Okay, so this robot is running with the help of this battery. Okay, so able to see that this is a lithium battery. Okay, so my robot is running with the help of this battery. When I connect the wire, it will start running. Okay, so you need a battery also. Then we have a battery charger. Uh, it means that whenever your battery is drained, you can recharge it. Okay, so there's no problem of buying another cells and all this stuff. Okay. Then we have a breadboard. We have talked on breadboard before in the second, third class. Okay, so you will get a physical form of the breadboard. Then we have LED. Then we have push button. Okay, we have seen all these things on the Tinkercad circuit. Okay, then we have a joystick. A joystick is a very entertaining input device. You can control your robot with the help of joystick. If you move the joystick up to forward in forward direction, the robot is also going to a forward direction. Guys, there is LCD 16 cross. Okay, so LCD is an output device which used to display the name in other things. Okay, so we have seen one of its example in Tinkercad. I have given you the project on LCD also. Okay. Yeah, you have to make robot. Okay. So not if you buy this kit, not only this, you will get different sorts of other projects also. Okay, so you can make 40 such robots. Okay, not only one robot, you can make 40 such robots with the same kit. One second. Let's continue. So we have this breathing of LED from the alarm clock pin. Okay, so we'll blink the LED in such a manner that it will show like that is the breathing. Okay, so we can make different patterns with the button and LED. Okay, we can have a night rider circuit with Arduino. Okay, so these are a lot more interesting projects that we are going to make. Okay, so we can make okay. So these are big projects like distance measurement using ultrasonic sensor. You can make a digital scale using ultrasonic and LCD screen. Okay, you can display your name, count, roll number, etc. You can make a simple calculator. Okay, you can make a calculator with the help of LCD. Okay, so you will understand all the topics about motors and you will understand how different motor works with a different speed and how it's going to be, in which direction it's going to be. Okay, all these things which it will help you uh, if you have that kit. Okay, so there are more several examples of projects. Okay, so we are not going more onto the projects because we will see in the upcoming lectures. Okay, so one is Bluetooth control mini car. Okay, you can control your robot with the help of Bluetooth. Okay, so okay, let me talk about some more about guidelines. Okay, so the first thing is that you yes, okay, okay. Let me talk about first prices. Okay, so when we talk about the okay, there are prizes. Okay, there are three prizes: drone. Second prize will get a robotic kit, advanced robotic kit, and we'll get a. Now what happened? Okay, so let me zoom in. Okay, so we have okay. Let's see guidelines of the okay. So as per the robotic hunt championship, the task of the student is a line follower robot. Okay, the robot which I have shown you. Okay, this one. You have to make this robot. Okay. Firstly, student has to register yourself. Okay, I have told you to register. It is free. Okay, and it is compulsory to register. Okay, a link will be forwarded via school. Okay, after the registration, provide you a video link of the line follower. Okay, after when you have register, we will give you a video. With the help of that video you can easily able to make your robot. Okay, and we will give you 3 to 5 days to make that robot. Registration is compulsory, competition is not. Okay, so what we will do, we'll give you 3 to 5 days in which in between you will make a robot, and will make a path, you will make the video of the robot, and you will send us that video. Okay, and we will decide. You can register on mobile also. Okay, after that when you have sent the video, okay, once you have sent the video, okay, so jury member will decide the point. Okay, okay, so the recorded video should be uncut. Okay, you cannot do like this, record half part once and then again record half part. Okay, there should be a complete only one video which in which your robot complete the path. Okay, you can improve the presentation of your robot, you can apply art and craft to it. Okay, that depend upon your creativity, how you are making to display your robot. Okay, and the project should be in working mode. Okay, it's no use if it is not in working mode. Okay, so what outcome you will get, what the benefit you will get if you take part in this competition. Okay, so student will learn how to make robot in real world. Okay, till now what we are doing is we are is what happened now. uh, Okay, so till now what we are doing is we are making everything on the Tinkercad software. Okay, and we don't have any physical knowledge. And robotics is all about the practical knowledge too. Okay, so if you make this robot, you will have a practical experience. Okay, with the help of this program, so with the help of this program you can apply your theory. Okay, so suppose you have some sort of idea. Okay, so you have a robot which has wheels and motors and all the sensors. You can apply your idea on this on these robots. Okay, after the competition also. Okay, student will get the exciting prizes. All the participation will get a certificate. Okay, so you will get an IIT association certificate, incubation center, and access to the IIT annual tech fest competition. Okay, so if you are willing to take part in the IIT's competition, you will get a free entry there. Registration is compulsory. Making of robot is not compulsory. Registration is compulsory. Okay, so registration is free also. I got it that you don't have a computer, but you can register through the mobile also. Your link is provided by school, and just you need to just fill your name, mobile number, email ID, and all the details. Okay, nothing more is asked from you. Okay, so we have these drones. Okay, prices are drones, so protected. Okay, so these are the same thing. Okay, thank you. Enough for the presentation part. Okay, so okay. Any doubt about the competition till now? Okay, okay. Uh, let's continue to our lecture. Okay, so we'll try to code this. Okay, we'll try to code this. So, let me show you how to code this robot and what we're going to use this robot. Also, I need the table. Okay, so I'm connecting my cable and I'm showing you what we are doing. Okay. So, see it or not. Okay. So I've connected my robot. Okay, I've connected my robot with my cable. Okay, and for this purpose, I have to show you what we are going to use it. Okay. So we have two sensors that is called IR sensor. Okay. So I will tell you what these IR sensors are all about. Okay. And we have these motors and this driver. Okay. So now begin. Okay. So let's set a white background. And we will have a notation. Okay. So what we have seen till now that we have a black line, okay, and we have something path like something like this. Okay, I'm making a random path. Okay, so we have something like this, something like this, something like this, something like this. Okay, so we have this sort of path. Okay, and we need to follow this path. Okay, and this is followed by our robot. Okay, so let's make a robot from blue color because okay, this is a blue color robot. Okay, and let me make sensors also. Okay, so we have this sensors, sensor one. Okay, I'm representing sensor by okay, and then we have their wheels. Here one wheel and second wheel this one. Okay. Okay. So what the sensor do? Let me explain you the sensor format. Okay. So these are called IR sensor. What their property is? Okay. So let me tell you what their property is. Suppose it's a green color again. So this is an IR sensor. I'm making a big IR sensor. Okay. It has two LEDs. Okay. So you understand they are LEDs. Okay. One is white color LED, white, and another is a black. Okay, and it is also called photodiode. Yeah, it's written PH. Okay, so what happened when there is a suppose there is a red color or any other color? White is okay, white is okay. Suppose there is a white color and I make represent the white color. You can have a little bit. Okay, so we can use this one. Okay, so suppose this is a white color. Okay, this is a white color surface, and this is all white color surface. Okay, all is white color surface. Okay. So what happened when this white diode? Okay, so what is the what LED do? LED send emits rays. Okay, so it sends the light. Okay, it release the light. Okay, so light released, and when light released to something. Okay, suppose this is something. Suppose there is an object. Okay, suppose this is an object. So when a light reflects, when light go to the object, it gets reflected back. Okay, this is the process of light. It gets reflected back until and unless the surface is black. Okay, what happened when we have this light gets reflected back? Okay, and this diode receives it. Okay, and it receives it and it signals that I got a white surface. Okay, I got a white surface and the signal is sent to be 0. I got a white surface and the signal is 0. Got it? Okay. So now if there is a black surface, again make sensor, and this is our sensor. Okay, and we have a black surface. Suppose it's a black surface. it transmits the light. Okay, it transmits the light. What black color do? It absorb it. So there is no color present here. Okay, so there is no color left here. So it will generate a signal that is one. It say that I found a black color. It say I found a white color. Okay. So when our robot is following this line, okay, when it reaches to this point, okay, it reaches to this point, okay, it reached somewhere here. Okay, so going, it reached somewhere here. Suppose it change the color. Okay. So suppose our robot is somewhere here, and these are our sensors. Okay. So this is okay, but when it is on the line, when the sensor is on line, the line is very big. Okay, it is big as the sensor is. Okay. So the sensor will have nothing. Okay, so its sensor will have nothing, and it will give an output which is one. Okay, and the sensor will give an output which is zero. This will give zero. This will give one. Okay, and when we reach here this point, okay, so this side of sensor will give one, and this side of sensor will give zero. Okay, when it is on the straight line, both the sensor give. Okay. So when they are in a white line, when there is nothing, they are not on. When the robot is not on our black line, it is zero zero. It move forward. When it get when it get a certain line, when it get a turn, so then at that point of time, any one of sensor become one, or either it becomes zero one. Okay. So we will have the four conditions. Okay. One is zero zero. When the surface is completely white and our line follower sensors are not online. Okay. The second point, the second condition came where our line is one sensor is on black and other sensor is on white. Okay, so suppose this left one, left and right. Okay, so left sensor is on line, so it will receive one, and right side sensor is also is not on line, it receives zero. Okay, next time white it is white. I mean to say, left sensor is receiving white color and right sensor is receiving black color. It will show one. And the end, suppose there is an end here somewhere here. If I just make a end part of it, okay. So if I just have this also. So both the sensor when this came here, both sensors will have a black line. Okay. Let's see it on let's see it's on line also. Okay. So suppose see it. Okay. Okay. So let me make it clear. Okay. Let me stop sharing video so we can have. Okay. So what is happening right now is everybody see on my screen. Okay. So we have this big line and we have this robot. Okay. So whenever we mid wheel is on the tape. Okay. So both the sensor have the white surface. Okay, and they will have zero zero and it move like this one. Okay, suppose it is moving like this. This. Okay. So what it when it come at this point, okay, this sensor is on black line, this is on white surface. Okay. So what it need to do? We will turn off this motor and turn on this motor. Okay. So it will move like this. Okay. It shifts from here to here, and it again goes in the straight direction. Okay. So whenever we read a black line, we will stop that motor and run the opposite motor. Okay. In this way, our robot is going to function. Got it? Okay. So I think everyone got it. Everyone got the concept. Line follower. Okay. Let's code it. Okay. So what we are going this, we are using the IR sensor to find the value is 0, 1 or not. Okay. Let me open my code and show you how it's going to be. Anybody has doubt in this part? Hello. You can ask right now. Let's continue. Okay, this is an Arduino IDE. You all need to install this IDE in your computer system. Okay, so this is the code which we are going to use with this with this line follower. Okay, so first thing is that we are including the header file. Okay, so this is called header file af.motor.h. Okay, so how you will add this ADF motor.h. Okay, but just writing this doesn't compile your code. Okay, you need to include this library. How you will include this library? You will go into your browser. Okay, I think I have told you in the last class how to, yes, I have told you in the last class how to do that. I'm repeating once again. Okay, so you need to say that afmotor.h. Go to your browser and write af motor library. Okay, when you click on this af motor library, okay, so you have installed library, install af motor suite. Okay, click on this link. Okay, there's a way to do the thing. Okay, no, this one. There's a better code. Go to the page. Af motor zip file. Okay, so we need to write zip. One second, let me just move controller sheet Arduino lab. Okay, so this one is the link, the GitHub link. Okay, so from here you need to download the zip file. Okay, so you can download the zip file. Okay, and you need to save this. Just click on OK, and this file will be saved. Okay, so I'm sending you the direct link of this page. Okay, so I just copy it and I'm pasting it to your. Okay, so just click on this. Okay, if you just click on this, you will go to this port and just click here. Okay, just click on port, scroll down and click on zip file. Okay, when you have downloaded the zip file, check if it is present in your folder or not. Okay, so we have this file. Okay, so we are ready to run. After that, when you have done that, open your IDL. Okay, goes to sketch and then goes to library, include library and add a zip file. Okay, when you click on add a zip file, it will take time and then goes to your download. Open that. Okay, add a zip file, then open this. Okay, so we have this one. Okay, so this one, click on this and click on open. Okay, so when you did that, it will do that. Okay, so I have already there, so it is saying that you are already exist, but you need to add that file. Okay, when you have done that file, this code is valid for you. Okay, you can run the code. Okay, so what happens inside this motor driver? Okay, we call it motor driver, motor field. Some call it field, some call it motor driver. I'm talking about this thing. Okay, so it can control up to 4 motors. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it will control up to 4 motors, and I am using motor number 3 and motor number 2. Okay. So I've given the name different. Doesn't make any sense. Okay. So I'm using the third section and the second section. Okay. And I've named them 2 and 4. Okay. So we are using motor 2 and motor number 4. Okay. After giving the name, okay, you can also write like this. You can write like this: motor 2, then 2, and motor section 4, then 4. Okay. So what we are doing is we are making a variable. Okay. So we are making something. Okay. This is something like a lunch box. Okay. So in the lunch box, you will have a section for chapatis and a section for your dishes. Okay, and a section for your fruits. Okay. So we have different sections, three-layer section for tiffin. Okay. In the same way, we have different section for our motor driver. So we are using each. We are for running a motor, we need one section. So we are running two motors in this. We are running in this project. We are running two motors. So I tell the Arduino that we are going to run two motors, which is motor number 2 and motor number 4. Got it? After that, we have two variables. That is, uh, uh, we have taken two variables, which is value 1 and value 2. Okay, why we have taken this variable? Because to use the 0 1 logic, which we have recently seen. Okay, these are the containers which hold the value for of IR sensor. Okay. After that, when you have taken the IR sensor value, then we will define these two pins. Okay, so we are using A5 and A4. Okay, these are the pins which is presented Arduino. Okay, so just stop sharing my screen and I will show you. So if you can see in this robot, so we have this here. Okay, here we have the pin name A5 and A4, and we are using those two pins with our IR sensor. Okay, so we are hooking that IR sensor back to A5 and A4. So suppose this is A5 and A4. Okay, these wires are going to this sensor and this sensor, and we are telling Arduino that we are using these two sensors on these two pins. Okay. Okay. After that, when we have given the value to these, we have tell that Arduino that we are using these two pins as our input pin to get the input from the sensor. Okay. After that, we will start the serial monitor. Serial monitor will show us what the value input signal is given by the sensor. Okay. Then we are setting the speed of motors. Okay. So you can set the speed of motors from 0 to 255. 255 is the highest, 0 is the lowest. But our motor start after 60 only. So you have the speed from 60 to 255. Okay, 60 is very low. 80 is above it, and 100 is more above it, and 150 is more above it. So I am using 80 because it is a nice speed, as well as it has a very good precision. So my speed is 80. Okay, after that, what we are doing is our void setup loop is completed. In void setup loop, we will set up what thing we need to tell to the Arduino. We will tell the Arduino this pin is hooked here, this pin is hooked there. We set up everything, and we tell that the motor number 2 and motor number 4 both are running on speed 80. Okay, you need to give the motor the same speed, otherwise it will not work. Run forward, but do not follow the same path, because one motor is running somewhere else, another motor is running somewhere else. Your robot will fall down. Okay. After that, when we have set up all the things, now is the time to read everything, read and perform the operation. Okay. Okay. After that, we have the value one. Okay. So we have made two containers. In this container, we are reading the value coming from the sensor A5 and A4. Okay. After that, we are printing on the serial monitor. We are printing it on the serial monitor to see what value we are getting. Okay. After that, we had the same logic which we are using. Okay, 0 1 and 1 0 type. When we have both the sensor is giving 0 0, sorry, both the sensor is giving 0 0, it means we have to go straight. Okay, when one motor is giving and motor are giving 0 1, then we need to stop. Then sorry, both the sensor are giving 1 1, then we need to stop. Okay, just scroll down a little bit. Okay, okay. So we are going 0 0 and 1. Okay, so when we have 1 and 0, okay, this is for the left one, your right one. It can be one of two cases. You need to sheet. Okay, so when we have 1 0, okay, it means we are going towards left. Okay, so we are moving left. So we need to stop a motor and start another motor. Okay, so when we are getting 1 0, we need to go right. Okay. Okay, so we are checking this statement. Here what is happening? We are telling if the value 1, okay, the sensor value 1 is showing 1 and the sensor value 2 is showing 1, it means both the sensor are on black line. Okay, so these both are on black line. They are not away from the black line. So these both are on black line, it means we need to stop. Okay, it is somewhere something like this. Okay, so it is something like this. The hole is covering like this, and suppose our line. Okay, and our robot sensor come and stick on it. Okay, so this and this. Okay, it's both the line at zero, so 1 1. That's why there is nothing to sense. It is zero. No light is reflected back. Okay, and suppose we have something curved like this. Make it with black. We have something curved like this. Okay, so we have curved like this. Okay, so one of our sensor is on black line, other is on white line. So we will have a value which is 1 and 0. Okay. When we have 1 and 0, then we need to turn left. And we are turning left. Okay. For that purpose, what we are doing here is, when we are going to forward, then just we tell that motor 2 forward, run forward, motor 4 run forward. Okay. But when we are running back, but when both the lines are on black, we need to stop the things. Okay. We stop the things. We stop both the motors here, that motor 2 released and motor 4 is also released. Okay. Okay. When we are running, when value 1, one second, there is same sound coming. Okay. So when we are at a point that both the sensor of the black line, we stop both the motors. Okay. Uh, when we have one motor on the black line, another motor is on white. It means that motor 2 should be running and motor 4 should be stopped. Okay. So this is the motor 4 is stopped, and this, so it turns our robot towards the left. In the alternative case, it means when we need to run right towards the right, then motor 4 will be running and motor 2 will stop. Okay, in this way, in this logic, our line follower works. Okay, I'm sending you this code. Okay, so now the doubt time. So anyone is having doubt, you can ask right now. Yeah, anyone has doubt related to competition, related to line follower robot code? No doubt. Okay, there is no doubt. Fine. Okay, I think anyone else have any doubt? You have got the registration link registered. Okay, I registered as soon as possible. Without registration, you cannot take part in the competition. All need to register. Okay, my battery is running out. Okay, guys, today's class is over.